What's new at Charlie's? What's new at Charlie's? Still on Main. What's new at...
Hi, welcome back to another edition of What's New at Charlie's. Well, today we're gonna have a little fun with a pretty popular whiskey here at Charlie's. It's the Whistle Pigs. So we've had the Whistle Pig 10, 12, 15, 18. They're known for their Boss Hog. We have a couple of those that come out every year. They're known for quality. They do really nice stuff. These are kind of some fun ones. Don't know a whole lot about them. I'm going to guess that Mr. Williams Hill will know more about than I do. But one is called a Roadstock Rye whiskey, which I thought was kind of cool. And the other one, I didn't even know this. I just ordered it. It was called Bespoken, but it is actually says Pure Michigan on it. So we're going to find out what those are all about. And who would be better to tell you about it than Mr. Don Williams, a Bourbon Fool. Don, how are you?
Charlie, I'm good. I'm good.
What you got on these things, man?
You know, whenever I come to Charlie Still on Main, you had come up with some unique whiskeys to talk about.
Yeah?
And this one, I fell in love with the story of the Roadstock Rye because it literally is a great story. In short, they basically created a rolling rickhouse. They got an 18-wheeler. They filled it up at their Vermont distillery. They filled it up with whiskey, drove it across country, 6,000 miles, got the whiskey into Jordan wine barrels, and Firestone Walker Brewery used beer barrels, and then drove it back, and that's what created this very unique blend. It is basically a highway version of Jefferson's Ocean.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. That's kind of sounds what they were going for. Is
Yeah.
little road trip whiskey. So wow, that is cool.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool that top here's a little tire, isn't it?
It's got a little tire, and I would buy that bottle just for the tire top.
Absolutely,
to be very
man.
honest with you. But so just when I thought that was the sexy one, the really cool story and everything, I started researching the farm stock Pure Michigan, and I really couldn't find anything out about why they labeled it Pure Michigan, whether they were doing it for every state or select states. And then I noticed there was a QR code on the back. So I scanned the QR code, and lo and behold, it comes up Ohio.
Not right, Whistle Pig. Not right. Of all the states you can mess us up with, that's not the one.
That's not the one.
It's not the one.
And literally, when you read about the Ohio, the mash bill does not match the Michigan mash bill.
It's probably got Buckeyes in it. Don't you think?
It could. They dip
probably.
Buckeyes in it.
Yeah.
Which is all they're good for.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyway, so Whistle Pig, when you watch this video, we need you to clear up, the mystery.
Man. Ohio? Really?
Yeah. Ohio.
Jeez. So what we did though, see on that though, was the Ohio one was, it says chosen by the Ohio Liquor Commission, and it was their blend. So we can only assume that someone in Michigan picked this one and blended it, because the blends were completely different from what you found out, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And this one is pretty unique because they do distill some of their own product in Vermont.
Yeah.
So this is a combination of a 4-year-old rye that was completely aged in Vermont oak barrels.
Yeah.
So they're proprietary barrels, and then they added 15% Canadian wheat whiskey, and then a little bit, maybe 10% of Canadian barley whiskey. So it's a unique blend.
Right.
And
so I will point out the Ohio one only had 50% rye, because they probably can't handle the full 75% rye like we can in Michigan. So just pointing that out.
That's probably very true.
Yeah.
And remember, I might do some tastings in Ohio, so go easy.
All right, I'll go easy for me. I'll stop. It's all good. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and open this up. Why don't you tell us a little bit about just Whistle Pig in general? I know Dave Pickerel's a legend, and kind of how this started, but I'll let you go on with it.
Yeah, so Dave Pickerel, and he's now passed away. But he was a pretty big name in the bourbon world. He was master distiller at Maker's Mark for quite some time. But after he retired from Maker's Mark, he did something very, very cool. If he found startups that he believed in, and again, rumor has it that he did some support for them pro bono.
Yeah.
Like if he believed in the story, he would go in there and help these guys. He custom built stills for some of them. But he basically helped the Whistle Pig guys along. He was also instrumental with Bell Mead bourbons. He helped them, and he also did the blackened for what group?
Metallica. Metallica, yeah, absolutely.
So I mean, that's enough. I mean, he's done more, but that's quite a pedigree.
Absolutely.
And the Whistle Pig guys thank him. You can see that they respected his contribution.
He's always been front and center on all their marketing, advertising, and they've been very thankful for everything that he did for them. So, to you, Dave. Yeah, let's see what we got here. So the first one's a Roadstock Rye.
So this is the one that traveled in the 18-wheeler back and forth across the country.
Definitely a rye. There's a flavor there I can't identify.
Well, the interesting thing is, it could be part of the barrel finishing from
Sure.
Jordan Wine Cask. It could be part of the brewery finishing. I'm picking up now a little bit of wine. And I think, if I remember correctly, they were using Jordan Bordeaux cask.
Yeah,
And that's kind of the finish I'm tasting.
yeah.
So dry, but just like the previous week, when we did the Basil Hayden, this one has got a nice mouthfeel to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting. Yeah, yeah.
And I think Whistle Pig does a lot of innovative things.
Yeah, they do. Absolutely.
And literally, it's the first time I heard about a traveling 18
it's cool.
wheeler. So
Yeah, it's fun, man.
it's a good story.
Absolutely. Let's see what we got with our Pure Michigan with the Ohio sticker on it. All right,
To Michigan.
to Michigan. Definitely a different product than this one. Both dry though, because that's the rye in it. So, yeah.
So even though there's not a lot of wheat whiskey in here,
Yeah,
it shows through a little bit.
yeah, uh-huh.
You can tell it's not all rye. Well, my favorite would be the Roadhouse.
Yeah?
Yeah. The Roadstock. I'm sorry. That one,
Patrick Swayze thanks you
I just,
for the Roadhouse mention.
I know.
Yeah.
I just prefer that one.
Yeah,
Just between the two, they're both. I wouldn't turn either one of them down.
right, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, they both have a finish that I can't put my finger on. I don't know what that finish is. And this one isn't finished in a different barrel, so it's just
Right.
straight whiskeys. Wow,
It's just a blend.
very interesting, man. Yeah.
Yep. And I'm anxious to see what the proprietary use of Vermont oak
Yeah,
does for them.
sure.
But basically, I can't tell you that that's made a difference.
Yeah. So I do know with the farm stocks, most of this stuff is grown in their, like, it's like their stuff.
Well, they
Yeah.
own a farm.
Right, yeah. Yeah,
It's
if I
on
remember
a
right, the
farm.
farm stock is their product. So, yeah.
But basically, they're innovative people.
Yeah.
They're doing a lot of innovative things. And for those of you who want to see more about the Roadstock Rye, they actually have a short video on their website that talks a little bit about the journey. They took it down Route 66. It's kind
Think they drove through Ohio? I can't let it go. I'm sorry, man. I can't let it go.
of, they better have done the speed limit.
They better have. I'll tell you what, I can vouch for that. Seriously.
That's
yeah.
right.
Uh-huh.
But, you know, two more great choices at Charlie's, and do yourself a favor and try them side by side, because it's two very different profiles.
And why would you drive through Ohio? It's just flat. It wouldn't do any good. It'd do absolutely no good. So I hope they didn't. Hope they went around it. So anyway, yes. Fantastic, good stuff. Always exciting. We should be about due for another Boss Hog. If you're not familiar with that, you want to talk about a innovative whiskeys. Those things are always crazy and off the hook, and it got about 40 levels of flavor in them. So the Whistle Pig guys have done a fantastic job. Everything I've ever had. Big fan. And these are two more great additions here at Charlie's. So stop in, give them a try sometime.
For sure. For sure.
Cheers, my friend.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Charlie's still on